between you and me, that thing shouldn't even be legal. I'm serious, he's not in the room, right? He was waving it at me and going,
"Computer, show me this, guys."
I mean, come on, that's like... Shit, you gotta hide me something. Fuck.
So I happened to come across a certain patent application. Light-based incapacitating apparatus and method. I had to read through all 77 pages of this to figure out why the US government gave them almost $1 million in funding. And I still have no clue. Anyway, it just so happens that the vermin my college calls housemates are moving back in 2 months. So I figured what better time than now to build what the CIA couldn't. Entirely out of garbage from the TikTok shop. You might be wondering how this thing works, so I wanted to read you an illuminating quote from this company's top scientist. There is one wavelength that gets everybody. He calls it the evil color. We basically need to recreate the average experience of a toddler on YouTube Shorts without inducing permanent blindness, okay? That part's important. So I made this thing. Each of these flashlights are $7 on the TikTok shop. Except for the last one, which I got through petty theft. So it was free. They each output 10,000 lumens and they're telescopic, so you can kind of like push them in and out. And they're like, okay, well, it sounds kind of weird like that. Believe it or not, there's actually several limitations to this device. Mainly that it's just a big flashlight. We want colors. Colors! So you buy a bunch of colored film and you put it on your lights. Except now it looks a little stupid, right? It's probably what you were thinking. You're such an asshole. Now, one way to make the colors mix together properly is to just have a big ass motor and then we spin it very fast. How fast? How about 3,000 RPM? Sounds pretty good, right? Okay, so I did some math. Kind of a first for me. I did some math and it turns out that spinning this bad boy at 3,000 RPM would make it about as heavy as 2 adult giant pandas, which for multiple reasons is a little dangerous. Or very dangerous. So we're gonna make it go a little slower. I figure we can knock some zeros off, you know, maybe one more, just to be safe. Maybe one more. So now that we have full control over this piece of shit, let's talk US patent law. What? Now I know that some of you are kind at heart. Statistically, like maybe 2 of you. So when I first mentioned that I was ripping off a US military patent, your first thought might have been something like, is he stupid? But just to cover all my bases here, what I'm doing is completely legal. According to Title 35 of the US Code, Section 112, subsection B, I'm not going to actually read that, I just wanted to sound smart. In any case, both my method and my device are different, okay? So call off your lawyers. I just made a big flashlight. A big flashlight I can code. When I was showing the earlier clips, you might have noticed these white wires poking out of the sides. This is because to make the device maximally annoying, we also want to flash the lights as quickly as we possibly can. I initially thought of just cheaping out and using the default flashing mode that comes with the flashlights, but then I opened my Amazon cart and mysteriously, there were 50 optocouplers in there. Crazy, right? Also, the other one sucks. So I gutted the flashlights, soldered my own wires, inhaled various carcinogens, because at this point my lungs won't even matter in 40 years, and finally had those optocouplers all wired. Is he soldering that on his bed? Dude, you can't be fucking, you're gonna burn the bed sheets. Yeah, see, I fucking told you. Do you ever listen to me? To figure out how quickly to spin the motor and flash the lights, we unfortunately can't follow the patent because that's their proprietary research or whatever, so we are gonna have to do some testing. Normally, I would enlist one of my friends for this, but I do genuinely think they would put me down for making them lose their vision at 20. So it's gonna have to be me. But before that, we need to figure out what to do about the parts just kind of being slapped together. With the current setup, we have a big problem where the weight of the flashlights is multiplied by how long the flashlights are, and that's how hard I have to twist with my hand to keep it from bending downward. So the coolest solution I figured for this is to just kind of have it mount on my body. Don't look at me like that. Specifically, an arm mount makes it very easy to point, distributes the load pretty evenly across my arm, and most importantly, looks sick as fuck. So I printed the brace, struggled for multiple days trying to 3D print a proper ball bearing, and finally had something I could give to my friend to point directly at my eyeballs.
Shapes
This is the main part of it. There's this and this.
Is it gonna spin around?
Yes, it is gonna spin around. It's gonna spin around very fast.
Oh, I'm gonna put this in front of your face.
You're gonna put this on your arm.
Am I gonna be like, is it gonna be like...
So the way this is gonna work is you're gonna hold it. So this is the finished version. You can see it's very well wired. You know, could pass as a professional's job if you think about it. But we've named him Charles.
This is Charles. Trips your flies.
This is the lux detector. This is what we're gonna use to measure the intensity of the flashlight. Measuring 20 luxes, which is about a dark room. What's this 12 lux? Cool. Let's see if this works. This is a very low speed. I need to fix that. Stupid chud thing. Can you tell me what number it says?
Yeah, it says 26.
What does it say in max? 50? Oh wait, I think it measures the luxes in the front camera. There we go. So it's currently at 137 max. It's now at 500.
Oh god.
Max. So the good news is it's totally safe for humans to look at.
Okay.
China ride.
Yay! Okay, how do I make it spin? 2, 3. Oh. Wait,
I'm not nauseous. Okay, so now we're gonna set the speed from 10 to 70. Can you see it on the camera?
Yeah, it's like it's like blinking in and out, I guess.
Oh yeah. It's probably a little too fast.
It looks like a bomb.
It's
It's on your head.
okay, I can see how this is disorienting. Let's try 300 speed. I think that might be the maximum.
He looked like a really messed up like Thomas the Tank Engine character. Oh my god.
Let's do like this distance.
Okay.
I think I would go by with like 40 more seconds. I can see like a white ring in my brain.
I kind of want to try it, but it's on me.
Okay, turn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the exact reaction. So does this thing work? No. Absolutely not. It doesn't make you nauseous. It does make you slightly disoriented, but any really bright flash of light is going to throw you off. However, and this is very important, if I'm trying to rob someone and they pull this thing out, I am gone immediately. It's like I was never there. If you're really brave and you think that you can stare into this thing for more than 2 seconds, drop a comment below. By all means, I will personally show up to your house and then you and me can test it together using your eyeballs. And now for the most important part of this video, how much money did I save? Now, there's not really any commercially available cost to compare it to, except maybe the $1 million, so take that, Vladimir. I do also get to keep some pretty cool 3D prints, like that bearing from earlier, which I lubricated with vegetable oil from my kitchen, okay? Is he the next Einstein? In total, I spent $36, which is a pretty expensive pile of garbage, but it's also about 3 hours at my job, so I can't really complain. I also get to keep 40 optocouplers, which I will probably never touch again, as well as this thing, which is going to get all sticky soon from friction between the vegetable oil and the PLA. I don't know, I got that from a Reddit comment. I hope you like the higher production quality on this one. The intro at the beginning, that was all animated and voiced by me, in case you didn't notice my incredible voice talent. I think for our next video, I want to do something for the outro, like a kickflip or something. You know, just a thought, just a glimpse into how skateboard my mind has been.